to Christ. And that's why we have this ministry. Here you meet Christ. No matter we're having a program like this that will help you and organize you in your home. And fake pastors will not have a way or a say in your marriage. God will help us in Jesus' name. Okay, this one says, what do we do to the family of the husband that snatches all the properties from the wife and the children after the death of the husband?
There is nothing we can do. What we can do is to prevent it from happening to us. Husband, get properties, write receipts, write documents in the name of you and your wife, for God's sake. Right? Whether you like it or not, this part of the world, we are still primitive. The family still feels they have a right. And as long as your husband did not put you as the benefactor, nothing goes to you. I have a situation, I worked in a bank, a man, years ago, over 10 years, 15 years thereabouts, a man died and he had over 10 million then in his account. The wife does not know. And then the bank where I work, the branch, the woman said, this is a continuous income for us. If not for the account officer that went behind to inform the wife, that was how 10 million of those days would have gone. Let's involve our wife. The wife will be able to stand up and say, we bought it together. If possible, some things, buy it in her name. Buy it in the name of your children. Please.
Okay. Buy properties in the name of your what? Of yourself. You know, I think we've treated something like that here. When we said when you want to even buy the brush, right? Mr. and Mrs. And not just Mr. and Mrs. Mr. Bankole and Mrs. Yemisi, you know, Akimade, because Mrs. can be any Mrs. Do you remember we said something like that? One of our marriage conferences here. We've been taught that. Because any Mrs., you say Mr. Bankole and Mr. and Mrs. Bankole. Tomorrow, Mrs. can stand for another person. Okay, so we said you should write the name as Mr. Bankole and Mrs. Yemisi Akimade. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We have an understanding, right? Thank you very much. Okay, I have another question here, sir. It says, how can one handle the case of an alcoholic husband that always handles her after drinking, you know? Maybe fights her after drinking and other things. And the second one says, how do you deal with a spouse who is extravagant with funds when you are the one carrying the family bills? So let's take the one of the alcoholic husband.
The alcoholic husband, the truth is this: he has become an addict. It's not something you can handle. It's not, fine, you pray. This one has gone beyond this discussion. Get people who are professional. When he's in his senses, discuss with him. I had a friend that had such issues. And do you know that he wanted to establish a business, and we went to the cousin. We went over and over and over and over and over at Mobile. And we will wait there for almost the whole day. The guy will not attend to us. We will call, he will say, wait. I can't remember how long. We kept going. And one day he gave us audience. And he gave them 10,000 plus or 15,000. That was just part of the money that he needed to buy what he wanted to buy. We lived just 2 houses away. So we came back. I went into my compound and he went to his 2 houses after mine. I don't think it was up to 10-15 minutes. Somebody came to call me that he has started drinking with the money. When he drinks, he will break the bottle, he will pay for the drink and pay for the bottle. Yeah. So when situation gets to some level, get a professional to help your husband. Pray, good, but get a professional. He's an addict.
He is an addict. So it is a problem that needs a professional to do what? To handle, but also do what? Pray. This from a young person. I don't know if we should take it here. It says, If you're dating a guy and caught him cheating on you through his WhatsApp chats with a lady, but the only response he could give you was, after all, he knew when you went to see your ex-boyfriend without his consent and he forgave you. So your complaint is just a flimsy excuse, but we later apologize. Is it right to continue such a relationship so we can help the young ones in our midst here?
What I'll tell you is this: the same thing will happen in marriage. If the guy is wrong and is not sober, if he gets to marriage, he will also be wrong and he will not be sober. There's a difference between doing something as a mistake and staying in something because you also did or you also have done it once. So I don't encourage such. Just pack your bag and get out. The guy is not ready to be serious with you.
Thank you very much. My question is, Pastor Utsi, please, if a wife took her husband money without his knowledge, can this cause conflicts even when telling him later? Even when telling him later.
My friend was given some money and then she was supposed to give it to her mother. She gave it to her mother and the mother said the money was not complete. And the mother told the person that sent the money. The person said, no, the money is complete. I counted it. Your daughter is a thief. You must have stolen it along the way. I counted it. I gave it to her. And the guy said, I didn't take it. He said, shut up, you're a thief. I'm telling you a true life story. And the mother said, no, my daughter is not a thief. And they drank and drank. But because the man saw the way the mother was standing by the daughter, the man asked the wife. The wife said, when I needed so-so-so to give to so-so yesterday, I removed so-so-so amount of money. It's wrong not to inform your husband because anything can happen.
So, first of all, do what? Inform him. Please, I think we need to take this one. I have physical challenge, hand problem. The man I married wants to keep me indoors always, while he keep on moving about. How would I manage this marriage? I have a physical challenge, and that is a hand problem. The man I married wants to keep me indoors always, while he keeps on moving about. How would I manage this marriage?
First, you need to understand why he wants to keep you indoors. The foundation is this: the two of us, we cleave, but we don't lose our identity. We are together, but we don't lose your identity. You don't lose your goal, you don't lose your focus in life. We just synchronize them. You are sitting down at home because of a hand issue. Is it that you don't have plans for yourself? You don't have goals. You don't have dreams. You understand? If you are saying you are on a wheelchair, I would say maybe the man is tired or feeling fed up of pushing you around. You know, but if it's a hand issue, you can move, you can walk around. The first thing I want to find out is, do you have dream? Why don't you pursue your dream? If you are pursuing your dream, you won't see more of that man. Then secondly, if you are talking about maybe the man doesn't want to take you along, we can now be asking questions. Is it that
I want to believe what she means, that maybe the man is doesn't want people to see him with her. So he keeps her indoors while he goes about. Okay. So how does she manage such a marriage?
Okay. Praise God. First thing is this. Praise God. One of the questions I would have asked is, was that condition there before marriage? Or did the condition happen in marriage? If the condition was there before marriage, how was it treating you then? Was they proud of you? You know, I know somebody that married somebody with a bad leg. Is a friend of mine, and they're always on Facebook 24/7 kissing. They will always show picture where they are kissing. They don't go out together, but you always see him advertising his wife. So if the challenge is that the man is no more proud of you, we need to find out. But I will also advise that you look for family functions where you can make sure you go together. As you are going to family functions together, he will become used or will begin to change his plans and his thoughts towards you. Because I know when you go to families, there's nobody that is looking. They always know that it is you. This is how you are. and then from there people can pick up.
Okay. We treated a topic, a question, and that was on divorce. I want to use that to close up. And we said, the question was, should you marry a divorcee? Because we said that after a while, the other woman or the other man might come back. And we said, we should marry a divorcee, you're allowed to. But I know the Bible tells us that the Lord himself is not in support of divorce. It says, even when you divorce, okay, what should you do? Remain, remain. Because it's for better, for worse. And like we rightly said when we started, the Lord said, a man will leave his mother and his father, and they will do what? They will cleave. So there is already a cleaving. So what brings about the uncleaving? Is it God or is it man? So I think and I believe that in the case of a divorce, you as a woman, you as a man, should keep looking unto God. And whatever caused the divorce, the Lord will do what? Will intervene. And we change it. I don't think it's allowed for you to go on. So let's talk more about that. Maybe we should just in 1 minute to finish up.
Let me say this. There are some topics that are sensitive. You see, I can sit down here and just tell you you should not marry. It will quench all this wahala and the hula balu that we are going about, because that is what we want to hear. You understand? So for me to even be bold enough to say what I said, I know what I'm saying. You understand? I can tell you don't marry and then we will quench it. But I won't want to go too much into that issue because it's a deep issue. And if you have opportunity, you can read this book by Kenneth E. Hagin. It's titled Marriage, Divorce, and Remarry. If you have it, you can just read it. If you check online, you might just find it. There's a lot of explanations on that. But let me tell you this: I don't ruffle things if they are settled. If you believe you can marry, marry. There's no problem. If you believe you cannot marry, no marry. There's no problem. Praise God.
Thank you very much. Because I know so many of us are still biased on that issue, like it was not dealt with, and that's why I went back to it. Okay, so guest speaker says, if you're okay with it, go on. If you're not, please don't remarry. I also want to encourage you to go and buy that book. I too will buy that book. Thank you very much. So here we are today, and the topic says managing conflicts in marriage. And you and I know there is no way that there cannot be conflict in what? In marriage. From different backgrounds, like we heard today, from different cultures, different upbringing, different mentalities, and then coming together to live in the same roof, there will be what? Conflicts. But I want to encourage us based on what we've learned today. I guess the guy who said something that is very striking. He said, don't take an action when it's hot. He said the 30 minutes what? Rule. I like that. Sometimes it could be more than 30 minutes. Because I know some people that are so hot-tempered that 30 minutes is not enough for them to what? To cool down. So it could be a one-day rule itself. Praise the Lord. But what are we trying to say? Don't react when it is what? When it is hot. Let it calm down, and then you will make a saner decision. There are many ways to manage conflict in marriages. Let us take all the points we've learned today, go back home, study them more. Buy the book he told us to buy. Get more books on this. I want to tell our marriages will become a what? A joyful place. A reference point for others. You yourself will be used by God also to minister unto others. One day you will also sit here like Pastor Akpan, and you'll be the one talking to others. I know there's something that I learned years back. And they said when a woman has a lot to say and it's like you're being, the thing is boiling in you, put water in your what? In your mouth. How many of you have heard that one? Because you have a lot of things to say, so you just put the water. By the time you want to say that thing, the water does what? Comes out first. And it's like you withhold what you wanted to say. The Lord will help us. I want to say thank you, Pastor Akpan, for coming. You have really been a blessing to us. We are praying that the Lord will going to lift you higher. The Lord will continue to strengthen you. Your marriage is going to be a blessing in the name of Jesus. And so with that, we end the University of Marriage for the month of June. Are we all glad? Thank you very much. So what do we say to our guest speaker? Thank you very much.